sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for. All right, man. Talking about NBA real quick. We kind of sized up the Eastern Conference. I think Saturday, Sunday it was. I'll kind of give my perspective on the NBA Western Conference, man. We just driving right now, man. Just got done doing some yard work. But, yeah, let's talk about it, man. We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for showing love. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And right now, technically, Dearborn Heights. In Dearborn Heights, yep. That's where I'm technically at. And I'll be going through Livonia, Redford, on my way to the crib. But, yeah, man, kind of get my top teams in the West. Kind of get a little synopsis on it, man. I think the Western Conference is mad competitive. And I'll get some sleepers. Now, this off the dome. The Eastern Conference thing, I kind of thought about that for a minute, but that was kind of pre-calculated. But the West, it's hard to say who the top team in the West is, all right? Because I don't think the Clippers done. I think the Clippers need to get a center. You know, bringing back Zubac, that ain't fucking enough. I mean, maybe Tyson Chandler. Who else out there? They just need a five that can just defend them. I think JaVale McGee would have been big for them. They need just not necessarily a Clint Capella type, but maybe they holler at Brooklyn and try to get Jared Allen. You know, him and Zubac should be a good, good enough. And then if people want to play small ball, you can put Montrezl Harrell in there. But you know what? I'm gonna go a different way in the West right now. I'm not necessarily saying this team is gonna be in the championship next year, but Denver's still my number one team. I understand that Michael Porter Jr. had the knee issue, the knee sprain, and he got injuries. I think he should put some more weight on his body to kind of deal with that. He probably won't be nowhere near his potential until if he ever get healthy 2-3 years down the line. But he could provide a spark off the bench. You know what I'm saying? But I got Denver still as my number one team in the West. They camaraderie, they young. You ain't got to worry about load management. I think Jokic is one of the top 3 players in the West, in my opinion. I mean, you probably could say niggas would be like James Harden, LeBron James, and whoever else, Kawhi Leonard. But to me, I think he's a top 3 player, man. I take him over LeBron next season, because and overall I think LeBron a better player, but he in there his 17th year and he'll be on some low management next year. They gonna keep him on the minutes restriction for and people say AD, yeah, AD up there as well too. He'd be AD up there. I say top 4 or 5 to kind of correct me. I forgot about AD, but AD, Kawhi Leonard, not AD, LeBron and Kawhi Leonard, to be honest, maybe I say top 3. They'd be on low management. Paul George, he just stink in the playoffs. So we'll see if Kawhi can kind of uplift him. But you remember back in the day, Scottie Pippen, he wasn't shit in the playoffs for a minute. Nick got a headache and was scared to go in the game versus the Pistons. But hey, that's a video for the Retro Hoop series. I need to start back up. But I say be safe, a top 4 or 5 player. But Jokic is dominant. You know what I'm saying? He gonna play the majority of the games next season. And I think AD still be on load management too, but he played more games than LeBron. But Denver, my number one team. Jamal Murray can score. I think they got assets to make a trade if need be next year. They brought Paul Millsap back for 1 more year. They got Barton, who had an injury last year. Gary Harris, who I think gonna come into his own this year. They got Michael Porter Jr. coming off the bench. They brought in Bola. They brought some other guys too. So Denver, depth-wise, I think the regular season, this is what I'm talking about. Now I don't know who going in the Western Conference. Regular season 2, I'm going to go with the Clippers. 2 Clippers. I think they can slide to 3 or 4 in the West. I think 2 Clippers. And we're just talking regular season. I'm not talking about championship, but the 2 Clippers. I think Jerry West will get a 5 there. That's formidable enough to play with Zubac. I think they brought him back. Kawhi, Paul George, Sweet Lou off the bench. Beverly, they'll be one of the better defensive teams next year easily. I don't even think that's a question. Montrezl Harrell got a lot of energy. They can go small with him. 3, I got Houston next year. I think Chris Paul and James Harden. This is regular season wise, so before motherfuckers jump out of character, I got Houston number 3 next year. I think Chris Paul and James Harden to figure it out because, you know, at the end of the day, this ain't. I mean, most dudes do act like females. They hold them stuff. They put the shit aside. But this is just regular season. I got them 3. I got the Lakers 4 next year. Because there'd be a lot of load management. They not playing to get home court advantage. But I like the Lakers at the fourth best record or fourth best team in the regular season. And then 5, I got Utah. I might be missing somebody, but yeah, I got Utah being the 5th best team in the West next year. Now I know conferences kind of chop it up as far as seeding, but I do expect, to be honest, I do expect the Clippers and Lakers to meet in the Western Conference Finals if the seedings do so. You know, I think Denver got the Lakers number. But I think that's what the NBA want. But you know what? I got Denver and either LA team in the Western Conference Finals. I got Denver finishing with the best record. I think it may be a chance for Denver to come back down to earth because, you know, kind of like the Jaguars in the NFL. And I'll start my NFL preview for all 30 whatever teams in the NFL. But when the Jaguars made it to the AFC Championship one year, a couple years ago, and they came back the next year, they was sneaking up on people. You know, they was the hunter, but now they the prey. And I think Denver could be headed for a setback. They could be the prey. But those are the teams I kind of like in the West, you know. But I expect the Clippers and Lakers. I kind of think they're going to meet. Oh, my bad. I forgot a fucking team. My bad. I got the 5th team in the West being Golden State. I know I forget somebody. I got Golden State being the 5th team in the West. And I think Utah will be the 6th record-wise. I think Steph Curry and Draymond Green got a ton of mileage on them. I think D'Angelo Russell is going to have to carry kind of more of the load. And he got load management because he's dealing with injuries in his career. But I think record-wise, I think Golden State could be in the Western Conference Finals as well, depending on what Klay do. So, yeah, I'm going to just give you 4 teams that I think could be there. I think Golden State can be in the Western Conference Finals next year. No matter if they're the 8th or 7th seed next year, I still think when Klay come back, if he's healthy, I like Denver next year. I like both Los Angeles teams next year. And my sneaky team is Utah next year. Just put it to you that way. But I'm kind of, it depends on how it shapes up. Well, any of them 4, the 2 LA teams, Clippers, Lakers, the Denver Nuggets, the Golden State Warriors, I expect them 4 to be vying for the Western Conference Finals. I do. And you know, the bad matchup, the worst matchup, and I kind of going to get a little in deep because I'm a little ways from, well, not a lot of ways from the crib, but I'm going to kind of get deep on it and just give you matchups. How it's shaping up right now, and shit can change, trade deadline. The Clippers got a bad matchup with the Denver Nuggets, and I'm going to tell you why. Because they got the wings to throw at Paul George. They got the wings to throw at Kawhi Leonard. They got depth. They got bench. And they got that 5 spot. They got Plumlee. I think he's still there. You know, they got Paul Millsap. And they got Jokic. That's the worst possible matchup for the Clippers. Now, the second possible worst matchup for the Clippers, and I'm not picking on the Clippers, is the Los Angeles Lakers. JaVale McGee and Anthony Davis are 2 bad matchups. You know, they don't have an answer. Montrezl Harrell can't hold Anthony Davis. It's really going to be how healthy Davis is and how healthy LeBron is in the playoffs. But the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets a bad matchup for the Clippers. Now for the Lakers, a bad matchup for them is Denver. And I'm gonna kind of cross-examine. Denver is a bad matchup for them because the youth and get up and down, and they got Jokic and Plumlee to throw at AD. That's a bad matchup for them. I'm not saying they can't beat them. For Golden State, a bad matchup for them is just going to be 82 games. That's it. 82 games is going to be a bad matchup for the San Francisco Warriors now. It's a bad matchup for them. But other than that, if I had to give a prediction, I'm going to say all 4 of them teams could beat. I don't know how the season go, but I'm going to just jump out on a limb. I'm going to say Denver going to be there. I'm going to say the Lakers going to be in the Western Conference Finals. Right now, Lakers or the Clippers. I think they're going to run into each other in the second round, but long shot Golden State. Appreciate the love, support. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, keep sharing the videos. One time for the one time. You know what the business is. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Help Blaze, helpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Box. Get you 18% off the 100% on natural products. We gone.